and welcome back to Critique by Kids. My name is Ariel and today I really wanted to talk to you guys about gardening. So last year I started my very own first fruit and vegetable garden and I loved it so much. I grew everything from strawberries and raspberries to cucumbers, cabbage, lettuce, and a lot of tomatoes as well as beans, peppers, the whole 9 yards. And I love eating as naturally as possible when I can, and having a fruit and vegetable garden definitely allows me to do so. So I was doing some reading on Facebook the other day and I came across an article where it was telling you how you can regrow all sorts of different vegetables that you've already bought from the grocery store and how you can just turn it into new vegetables in a garden. So one of the things that I read was that you can take a celery stalk and if you just cut off the bottom, and most people don't use all the way to the bottom anyway, so if you just cut off the bottom about this much, I would say about 1 or 2 inches, if you just cut off that much at the bottom of the celery, then if you put it in a small bowl of water, it will start to regrow the celery. So the other day I actually decided to try this method out and I cut the bottom off of my celery stalk that I had in my fridge and there wasn't too many pieces of celery left. So I just went ahead and used that in a soup so they didn't go to waste or anything. But I put the celery in a small bowl of water. And I actually just put it in a small bowl with about this much water in it. I would say just really enough to cover the very base of the celery at the bottom. And I just keep it on a windowsill in pretty direct sunlight all day. The sun kind of does vary depending on what time of day it is. Sometimes at the front of the house, sometimes at the back. But for the majority of the day, it is getting pretty direct sunlight in the windowsill. So what I have here is my little bowl with my celery in it. And this here is actually just a normal bowl that I use. I didn't use anything special. And this is just the celery that I got from the store. It doesn't have any water in it right now, just so I can show you guys. But what it is it's just the bottom of my celery. I actually did have to pull 2 little pieces off today because they were completely worn down. But now what I have is actually a partially regrown celery, and this is starting out so well. All the leaves are nice and crisp and vibrant, very nice green color. And what you have to do now is, once it grows just a little bit taller, it's at approximately, I want to say 3 inches, but it was anywhere from 1.5 inches to 3 inches until I could plant this into the ground. So when this gets just a little bit taller, and come Memorial Day weekend next week, I'm actually going to plant this into my vegetable garden and see how it goes. However, this whole celery thing, regrowing the celery, really brought me to a whole new level of taking the vegetables that I already have and trying to grow my garden out of that. So what I did today is I was prepping my vegetables for the rest of the week, and I love salad. I have salad a lot, which is one of the reasons why I love growing lettuce in my garden as well as peppers and cucumbers. So one of the things that I did today, as it's getting so close to planting my garden, while I was cutting up my vegetables today for the rest of the week and getting them kind of prepared, I took some heads of romaine lettuce, which was one of the ones I read about in the article along with the celery. I took 3 heads of romaine lettuce, and after I cut them, I took the rest of the romaine heads, just a little piece at the bottom, just a small section, and I took that and I have 3 of those laid out, so tomorrow they'll get their first bit of sun with the water in the bottom. And I also took a red and a green pepper, and I took the seeds out of them, as we don't eat the seeds anyway. So I took the seeds out of those and I actually planted 2 different green pepper plants just to get them started, and 3 red ones. Then I also cut up an apple just to have as a snack, as cutting up the vegetables was making me quite hungry. So I took the apple and I cut all the seeds out of the core because, again, it's things that we already throw out. So I figured this is a way to certainly limit waste and really actually be able to really make much more of a gain in the long run. So you're taking vegetables that you're already buying from the grocery store and you're just going to be basically upcycling them, I guess. Upcycling, recycling, you're going to be doing that with them. And whereas I love my natural foods and things that are raw, and I love just vegetables and fruits in their pure form. So these are just some things that I'm trying out, as I haven't completely done any of these things before. I have grown a vegetable garden with some plants that were already started from a greenery and some that I just grew right from the seeds, like the beans and things like that. But this is something that is completely new to me, and if you would like to keep track of the progress, you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, as well as of course here on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe because I'm going to be keeping you guys updated on how those vegetables are doing on a weekly basis here from now on. So I think that will be something really, really cool that we can actually kind of keep track of together. And one thing that I wanted to let you guys know is that this is super, super easy to do. You know, as a family, you can just get together, and if you're prepping your vegetables for the week, or even just whenever you use your vegetables, just take the seeds out, and even if you have to put them aside in the baggie and just label them until you're able to pot them, that's totally okay as well. All I did was I just took some regular little pots that you can get at Walmart, Target, Home Depot, anywhere where they really sell planting things. They're just the small little planter's pots, as you'll see in the little clip that I'm putting over here. And also, I just took some potting soil that again we already had outside in the shed, and just take that potting soil. I put just a small layer at the bottom. I'd say I put about 1 inch of potting soil at the bottom, and then I spread the seeds right in the middle layer, and then I just topped it with a little bit more potting soil, and then I watered them, and they are actually all ready, and they are out on my porch, so that tomorrow morning they will get full sunlight. And I'm going to see for the first day tomorrow. I'm sure I won't see anything tomorrow, which will be kind of disappointing because we always want everything to happen so instantly. And I know that they'll be able to grow, and I hope that they do really, really well because I'm really excited for it. So go ahead and make sure that you're following us on all of our social media networks, and make sure that you're subscribed here as well, because that way you'll be able to know how these vegetables are doing and how they end up doing in the long run, and hopefully they end up being some of the stars of my vegetable garden this year. That is all I have for you guys today. Just a quick little gardening tip, as summer is coming so quickly, as the weather is getting gorgeous. I know it is here in New England. It was a beautiful, beautiful day today, and as the weather gets warmer, the flowers are coming out for sure. So I want to make sure that everyone is prepared to start the little gardens this year. And a vegetable garden, a normal garden as well, but a vegetable garden is something really, really fun for the kids to help out with, which I think is really, really great as well. I know my cousin who is 11 loves to help in the garden and loves to help outside with all sorts of things like that. So she is going to be having a fun time keeping track of these plants with me as well. If you liked the video, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up so that we know if you liked it. And of course, comment down below letting us know what you'd like to see next. Subscribe so that you don't miss out on any more videos and you don't miss the progress of these vegetables that we're going to be growing. If you have any other questions for us, please let us know in the comments or on any of our social media links. Will be linked down below as always. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time. Oh hi, did you miss me yet? I just wanted to let you guys know that I did have a quick little announcement that I wanted to, or actually something that I wanted to share with you guys before I go. So we actually have one more little animal friend in the Critique by Kids family now, and his name is Theo. And Theo is a pug and chihuahua mix, and he is just the cutest little guy. And this is actually my roommate's dog, but she's not home right now, so he's being very lovely and friendly, and he's adorable. He's just a little squishy friend. So now he's going to be a little internet famous little guy, and he's just the cutest little thing. So as of right now, he's our mascot, and if you heard little paw prints, little footprints kind of scattering around as the video was going, that is why, and that is who the little footprints are coming from. Thanks again for watching. See you next time. Bye guys.